Welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around interstate and around the world. It's a very nice day in Chelsea for change.
Very pleasant. Now, before we get into the 2020 game against South Africa, you've got a couple of things that you want to talk about.
I found them last night, probably stored. I thought they lost, but there was a game of Super Rules up in Canberra in 1980 something, 85?
81.
81 was it?
20th of the 8th, 81.
Dickie Clay, for PH, remember him. Dickie Clay, champion wingman,
yep.
And it's me. The stupid fella took the photos. He got me half in the photo.
Yeah.
I played on a fella called Sidney Jackson for Carlton.
Yeah. Aboriginal.
Big Aboriginal fella, and killed him. I got second best player on the ground there, didn't I?
It says there, third best on the ground.
Third?
Yeah. You got a vote.
Yeah, we stayed the weekend. Crackers Keen was in my same flight back. We stayed an extra day.
Pretty crackers.
But he was a very funny man. But that was a pretty good photo. And there's a photo back in the dark ages when I was training with Rich before I got the flick.
Yes, there you are there.
Jumping out the line.
That's Richmond. Who's that there?
I'll point him out to you here. There's this photo there.
That's right, leave it.
That's Mike Patterson. There's Neville Crowe as captain.
Yeah.
Paddy Ganane. They're the main ones there, but there's Barry Pittman. There's my mate. He said, Barry, jump out the line. They're taking the photos. That's how I jumped out the line.
Yep.
Got me head in the paper.
Got your head in the paper. There's 70 of them. It says there.
That was a week. It's a week or 2 days before that the list came out. No, Mr. Barry Peatling on that list. My mother was going to go down to Kilgrave, Richmond. Yeah. Because she'd come down and watch a couple of practice games.
Even though they gave you this.
I was getting all the mentions in the Sporting Globe and the Herald of after games. The next year, God, I still can't get over that. They want me to go back at 62. I tell them to stick them up their jumper.
So that's a little bit of history from years
bit of nostalgia. That's very good nostalgia. That.
Now let's talk about the cricket. Australia versus South Africa, third 2020, the deciding game.
And it was a very exciting game right to the last two balls. Australia looked as though I was going to. But South Africa started pretty well with his new fella.
De Kock.
You've got to be careful, yeah. De Kock.
And Hendricks.
That's De Kock. He can play. He bashed them everywhere.
Wicketkeeper.
Is he wicketkeeper, is he? But they finished up making an ordinary score, 140, but Australia was going very easy up to about the last 10 overs. Next thing I lost 3 or 4 wickets. A couple of stupid shots. Strokes of one of the future stars of the game, Glenn Maxwell.
Yeah. He's
very, very innovative the way he plays his game. Him and Craig White, they got this. But they'll go. And then he went out, and then who else went out? Lost 2 wickets in about 2 balls.
Faulkner.
Jimmy Faulkner, he played. I mean, I told you last year he's going to be the next superstar all rounder.
Yep.
And he just missed out getting the man of the match last night because he 3 for 26.
Yep.
And a blistering 17, but went out to a silly shot. Jimmy boy, just concentrate, mate, and you'll be a world beater.
Concentrate. So that's who were the stars?
Well, Craig White finished up. He got the man of the match, didn't he?
I think so. Should have.
Well, there wasn't much between him and Faulkner. Faulkner's taken 3 wickets for 20, and he made 17 in about 5 minutes. Yeah. I wouldn't really give it to Faulkner.
He carried the match though, Craig White. He did.
He held them together the last 3 overs. I thought he might have held the strike a bit longer, and especially in the last over. He took a single. Yeah. And who was batting with him?
Oh, one of the.
Wasn't too flash, was he?
His name was Abbott.
Yeah, Tony Abbott's sister-in-law, brother-in-law. Yeah. There's 2 Abbotts playing yesterday.
Yeah. A few Abbotts. There was more Abbotts than the local monkery.
They just got home with 1 ball to spare. It was a pretty exciting game.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Now, where's the next game?
It's in 2 games, 2 one-dayers on Friday. Friday and Sunday.
Not 2020.
2020 is finished.
1 day start.
1 day's on Friday and Sunday, West Australia, Perth.
Friday night.
And Sunday
Well,
night.
they're 4 days behind over Perth, aren't they?
Yep, Friday night. I think there's a day game there, but a night game, if you know what I mean. Like it starts at about 1:30.
Finished about 10.
10 o'clock, yeah. So Friday night and Sunday night. So we'll be reporting on those both of those games.
Yeah, well, they're good games. They're good games. They're a bit better. I reckon they're better than the 2020. 20 is just a crash bang all the time, isn't it?
Yeah. So there'll be a few team changes.
And look, I mentioned before coming out. If anybody out there is watching this video knows where Mr. James Muirhead, the last year's top leg spinner, does anybody know where he is? Because he was going to be a superstar.
What were the other players that impressed for you, Barry?
Well, the fellow did impress with the opening batsman from South Africa.
De Kock.
He just bashed them everywhere. And apparently he's a wicketkeeper.
Wicketkeeper. He's been around for a while.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's been around for a couple of years.
You wouldn't forget that name, Colin.
He's been around for a couple of years, and he was young. He made a young debut a couple of years ago, 18 months ago.
So he's a 20, not a test player?
He does. I think he does play
all
forms.
Does he? Well, he just took... He had 48 and about 25 balls or something.
He's got a bit of skill about him, but there's been. I think he's the new wicketkeeper. I think he's taken over from De Villiers. I think De
Villiers.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't been here.
A.B. De Villiers.
A.B. De Villiers. Yeah, they call him Fanny, don't they?
No, that was another player.
Was he? Another Fanny. Not a very funny name.
So it's interesting. So that the cricket season is well and truly underway, and we look forward to more cricket updates.
I must mention that new spinner for Australia too.
Boyce.
He is going to be a player. You see him? Watch him.
Yeah, he's good.
Quick leg spins. He's got the shoot. He's got everything. Where's he come from? I get these fellas from around the corner or something, do they?
He's from South Australia, I think. Like
what's his first name?
Don't know. Boyce. Keep an eye on him.
Wow. What did he bowl? 3 overs for about 12 runs?
Yeah, so that's pretty good. There's always room for spin in all forms.
Yeah, but you got to know that he's more of the flick, the skidder on it. Like you can't pitch the ball up too big with your spinner, especially leg spin. They'll catch you out the ground. But he had 12 runs off 3 overs.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to, Australian.
And Cameron White. Yeah,
I said before we come on there, he was finished 2 years ago. He was.
Yeah, he's back.
Now he made 200s. Look out, there goes the first round. He made 200 scores about 3 weeks ago in a row.
Yeah, so he's been doing pretty well. So that's pretty impressive. Now, just a little bit of response to the Melbourne Cup video last week. 133,
it's not bad.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, not bad. It's all had a few comments said, yes, it's don't give up your no, I didn't say that. They had a couple of comments said, yes, it's very good, something very different.
Yeah,
it was different. And I liked the introduction too. Your introduction, it was very your PH reckon was quite funny.
Your specialty?
Yeah. And he loved it.
Oh, well,
and he said, you were at the race, I said, yeah.
Yeah, we were at the races, we were there watching the
no, he wasn't the race. Well, he wasn't at the races, anyway.
So that was interesting. So what was your impression about all the horses dying on Melbourne Cup Day?
Look, everybody's making a big deal about it because I know it's shocking to any horse to die, but look, who knows what sort of problems the horse had that died before. You don't know when they got these problems when they're 2 or 3 year old, and extended when you're racing in a big race, it upsets you down. Same as a human being, you're healthy the next day and walk down the street and die. It's what they call those people against
the human liberationists.
The liberationists. You just want to smarten up, get a life, and take a couple of becks and have a lay down because it's not the end of the world anyway. I mean, he's already won about $4 million for his owners.
Yeah,
but it's not. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not having to go at people when their horses die. It's not a very good thing to see. Did you see it on TV? That was horrible. I shouldn't have showed that.
No.
Going down, and he's putting his legs up in the air. No, it's no good.
We've got some non-senior Richmond Football Club news, Barry.
Yeah, we were looking for my thing a few weeks ago, and I of course, Rhett Bartlett. Rhett, if you happen to be watching this video, you might watch it, because he's got my name. I just sent her an email, so give me a ring and let me know I want to interview you too. But while I was looking for myself, Timmy Scott Brannigan, who coached Chelsea Football Club in 2006, 7 and 8, he trained. Now he's a rookie in 1994 for Richmond, so he's on the list.
Yeah.
And then I found Fabian De Luca, who was a ruckman rucking for Chelsea about 4 years ago, 3
Mm.
years ago. He was on Richmond's list too. On a 208, training with Richmond.
Right.
Now, why didn't he say that? He's about 6'9".
Don't know. Kept it a secret.
And of course, Simon Goosey, the superstar full forward from Mornington.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him. Who lives
Yeah.
in Mornington, around here.
Frankston,
He was a
wasn't
Richmond third, 1987.
There you go.
86 and 87.
Mm.
So how about that, eh?
Mm.
Riveting.
Very interesting.
Now it's a Cheerio. I got some good Cheerios.
Cheerios, yep. Okay.
Yeah. Well, of course, there's always Cheerios to Annie and Carla. They're 3 days ago. They had two out of 3 days blackouts.
Right, again,
2 days.
as per usual.
And that's disgusting. And of course, Paul and Kirsty, who do in Cairns, who run the post office, they both follow Geelong.
Yeah.
And Kirsty, I think she owns the post office. Can you own the post office? It's government, isn't it?
Yeah, you can own a franchise. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? I think she owns it. And of course, Jerry, Phil's mate, how's it going, mate? Everything going alright? Of course, and now PH and Shandy and Carlos. Phil sent me a photo of his lady friend, a couple of 3 days ago. Shandy, you're a very, very attractive woman. Phil's a very lucky man to have you, I tell you. I'll show you before you go. She's a very attractive girl. Yeah, PH, he rang me up. He sent a photo to Nos, but he hasn't replied yet, but he probably will. But anyway, PH and Carlos and Shandy, hope everything's going right in Cairns, and that's about all we got for today.
Right, and so that's
bye from me and bye from you.
goodbye from me.
Bye bye.
Bye.